If you've got a kid who's obsessed with bikes, and I mean really obsessed, you know how hard it is to find a bike that actually feels legit, fits them correctly, and doesn't cost over $400. This video is about the GLERC Starry BMX bike, and more importantly, why this bike works so well for us from the 14-inch all the way up to the 16-inch as Bud the Little Ripper grew. Bud started on a Strider at about a year and a half old, and it clicked immediately. He fell in love with bikes right away. When he turned 3, we got him a Stasic 12-inch, and that only made the obsession stronger. By the time he turned 4, it was time for his first pedal bike, and I didn't want just any kid's bike. I wanted something that actually felt like a BMX bike, real tires, real geometry, something that didn't feel flimsy. But I also wasn't willing or ready to spend $400 on a Colt or Misfit for a 4-year-old. That's how we landed on the GLERC Starry 14-inch. The biggest reason I chose this bike was the style and proportions. At the size and price point, this was the only bike I could find that actually looked and felt like a real BMX bike, not a toy. Right out of the box, the quality stood out. This didn't feel like a big box store bike that creaks or flexes or feels cheap. It has real BMX style tires, a sturdy frame, and everything felt tight and solid. The brake lever sits close to the grip and is easy to pull, which matters a lot for small hands. It's one of my favorite parts about the bike. From a parent's perspective, that equals confidence. Confidence that they can actually stop when they need to. It fits your hand nice?
Yeah.
Now, Bud had already learned how to balance on a bike since he learned on a balance bike and the Stasic, but he did learn how to pedal on this bike, which is pretty cool. And that alone makes this bike a win for us. We never needed the training wheels, and for transparency, I did eventually remove the handbrake, the kickstand, and the chain guard on the 14-inch Starry just to save a little bit of weight and simplify things. One thing to be honest about, this is a steel frame, so no, it's not a lightweight bike, but at this price point, that's expected, and honestly, it's no heavier than most kids' bikes in this category. If you want an aluminum BMX frame, you're right back in that $400 range. That just wasn't an option for us. This is something I wanted to explain clearly. The 14-inch and the 16-inch Starry use the same beginner-friendly gear ratio. That gearing is intentional. It makes pedaling easy, it helps kids learn, and it keeps things controlled. But when you start riding skate parks or trying to build speed for jumps, kids can spin their legs really fast before the bike actually goes fast. Now, this could be a con for an advanced rider, but it would also be a pro for someone trying to learn how to pedal. So the 14-inch Starry was great for us. It taught him how to ride, it built confidence, it got him ready, and then it was time for the next size up. Now, just to be fully transparent, after seeing videos of Bud riding his 14-inch Starry, GLERC reached out to us and asked if we would be interested in doing a review, and they sent us over the 16-inch so we could show what the next step really looks like. When we moved to the 16-inch Starry, same feel, same controls, but now bigger wheels. Even though the gear ratio is the same, the 16-inch rolls further with every pedal stroke. It carries momentum better and it feels smoother at speed. That alone makes a big difference in a skate park. The 16-inch feels more planted, more stable, same bike, same design, just scaled up at the right time. That's huge for kids. The best part about the Starry is it's not trying to be a race bike, it's not trying to be flashy. It's trying to give kids a real BMX feel with forgiving geometry at a price parents can actually live with. If your kid is learning to pedal, learning to control a bike, and starting to explore skate parks, this bike does exactly what it needs to do. We'll keep updating as he grows, but if you're looking for a legit first BMX path without breaking the bank, the GLERC Starry has earned its spot for us. If you want to check out these bikes, I'll have links in the description along with a $10 off code, and definitely take a look at GLERC's girl bikes too. They're awesome. We did a full review on the GLERC Maggie 12-inch bike. Bud's little sister absolutely loves it.